Welcome to Knightstand. My name is Puke Sky Vodka, and this is Qui-Gon Gin Blossoms.
Oh!
Just kidding. My name is Barry, and this guy over here is Nazz. I've been sitting on that one for a while. Don't know if it was funny.
Darth Nazz.
Fine, whatever.
Oh, like...
Jesus, Darth Nazz. So listen, you've entered into Knightstand. This is a weekly show. We do it every week, believe it or not. And this is our season finale. It's the end of season 1.
Unreal.
We planned for this Star Wars thing. We did so much prep. And then, can you just tell us what the F happened with the wardrobe?
With the wardrobe?
Yeah, like what we're both wearing.
Oh, right. We both have Darth Vader because we don't talk to each other. And obviously, he should be wearing Darth Vader, and I should be wearing Yoda because I'm good and he's bad. You see?
I don't think it's that black and white.
Well, why don't we ask the viewers? Comment down below who's better and who's good.
Yeah,
and
get
evil
down below. Get down below. Who bad? Who bad?
Yeah, so that's what Star Wars is all about. George Lucas knew it. You know it. Barry knows it.
George Lucas.
Oh,
he did
King
American
of Kings.
But that was Jesus.
Oh, shit.
So then George Lucas, this little man from,
El Segundo.
El Segundo, California.
Made it up.
He had a dream. And his dream was... no segregated bathrooms.
Nope.
No. You know, anyone could just be in college, don't matter if you're black or white.
Bless him.
He wrote American Graffiti.
Sure did.
And that shit hit tight. But he
found Han Solo up on some ladder painting a ceiling.
That is true. Harrison Ford was a carpenter.
He was just like...
Imagine you were like a single, like, housewife. You've recently divorced. You're like, well, I need a carpenter to fix this. What's that thing called at the end of a banister? It's called like a head whistle.
Yeah, a head knob.
A head knob. Head knob, by the way. I'm secondary in charge. I'm the secretary of knobs.
Skid got jokes.
Whatever. So you hire a carpenter. This man comes to your house, and it's Harrison fucking Ford.
Yeah, you think it's the beginning of a Star Wars porno.
Oh my God! Like, who shot first?
Is this what you think about?
Doesn't matter.
As you sleep, as you lay your head to sleep.
Took her chin off.
Oh my God.
So here's the thing I would say. Here's what I would tell you. So George Lucas was, and we were talking about this weeks ago. He was obsessed with, I called it serials. You called it more like, I think it was like radio program, like the Lone Ranger. What was it?
Yeah, no, the old Flash Gordon serials. They were, I don't know if they were like before movies. Remember serial, like before you watched a movie, you watched a short or you watched a newsreel. I think Flash Gordon was just like lit up, and then George was in college like, oh yeah, like I want to be a millionaire, and then he was like space opera.
Right.
He was like, that's where I'll jump off, and then all the kids in the late 70s were like jerked to it.
Yeah, they were jerking so hard.
It's so weird because everybody was lined up at the Chinese theater. You can see it here, and like everybody was so hyped about it after it came out. First of all, he got everybody in the screening room. Steven Spielberg. Yeah. I don't know if it was Scorsese. De Palma. We got all the white male directors from Hollywood. De Laurentiis. Gino was Giada's grandfather.
Mario Puzo
had not entered the picture yet, writing The Godfather. Actually, maybe he had.
Yeah, The Godfather was 1974, I want to say.
He showed all these dudes the fucking no special effects, no sound effects track.
Yeah.
And they were like, George, cut your losses.
And wrists.
Drain yourself and take yourself to El Segundo's closest quarry.
Okay. What's interesting about these serials you're talking about with George Lucas, this is the funkiest thing I've come across, is that George Lucas basically pulled everything that he loved about pop culture from around the world and funneled it into this space opera called Star Wars. And I'll just give you a couple examples.
Please.
So, he loved Westerns, okay, George did?
Oh yeah, them spaghetti Westerns, those Italian Westerns.
He made one of his famous characters, this Han Solo character, he's a gunslinger, he's a Westerner. That's where that influence comes from.
He shot first.
If you look at Darth Vader, George loved old Japanese samurai movies. Darth Vader is modeled after a samurai. The lightsabers, it's swordplay with the katanas.
Jesus, you're so right.
I know. So he grabs all these things. And then if you bring in the religious aspect of the Chosen One and Jesus Christ, it's like this whole thing.
Dude, you were coming together in a way that... Now, Barry is... probably one of the biggest Star Wars fans, definitely, that I've ever met.
Definitely.
But it came after years and years of watching trash, watching nothing. Like, I watched this shit in my youth. I watched this shit through middle school. We had the 3 VHSs of New Hope before the edits. Like, New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, we had those VHS cassettes in one little weird case.
Right.
Barry had, I don't know, like sort of old crusty underwear in an old case.
Yeah, that definitely and still do from multiple people across state lines that eventually, when found, will be used to convict my shit.
Like little animal bones, right? So he finally gets into this stuff when?
Oh, probably like, I want to say like 2021.
That's literally 2 years ago.
Yeah, less than. And so I started binging it, and I started using my sponge brain that I soak with alcohol and physical abuse, and I started sucking that stuff up.
Dude, he's the king of trivia. I bet I could ask you a question right now and you'd know what I was talking about.
If I get it wrong, we'll just edit it.
All right, what crystals do they use to make lightsaber power?
Kyber.
I see. I mean, what the...
Yeah, no, that's definitely why
Good question, too.
Rogue One was tight when they're pulling the Kyber crystals out of the Jedi Temple to power what will become the Death Star. But let's back it up.
That's crazy tight.
Is my mic on?
Yeah.
I think so. Why? Is it not registering?
When you did the Kuiper.
Yeah, no, that's gonna. Oh no, I got the bass.
Okay,
The
sorry.
La Productora is complaining that she feels like my audio gonna be off. Like I didn't invent this motherfucker.
He speaks such treble and bass all at once that it's almost like a Jedi or Sith presence. Would you say you're Sith or Jedi, bruh?
Oh, I'm Sith all day, every day.
How hard does your heart hurt?
Well, I've been through a lot of pain in my life. You see, I have no family.
Who do you want to kill because your heart hurts so blackly?
Myself.
Damn, bro.
Here, I must tell you that the original Star Wars,
Oh, the New Hope.
they grabbed this dude, Alec Guinness. Okay?
Yes.
Now, that sounds like a fancy drink that you might get in Dublin, but it actually was a man. He played Obi-Wan Kenobi, the original version. And what's funny about this is this guy did not even... So he wanted to do Star Wars because he saw American Graffiti. And in letters that were released later, he was writing to a friend of his and saying, I think I should do the movie. This young man, George Lucas, did American Graffiti. It seems like a good opportunity. Once he got on set and was reading the script and doing that, he was like, what the fuck have I
Yeah,
got
he's like, this is shit, just like everybody else thought.
So he goes, I don't give a shit. He then famously later in life was like, I'm glad I did it. I'm madly in love with those movies. But originally he thought, this is dog shit. I'm an
Right.
English trained.
Yeah, he's literally a Shakespearean. He's like on the Avon, like drinking the bard's water and being like, I spit fire. And then
What is the
he gets
Avon?
on the set, and then Luke's like, I don't think I could go to wherever.
Tashi Village.
And then
I
he
don't know.
goes,
He goes,
Obi-Wan goes,
open your cloak. I'm not sure what
no,
he
he
said.
says, you must take your father's lightsaber and avenge the galaxy. It's like, dog,
Well, that's
what?
a lot. I mean,
That's
first
a
of all,
jump, George.
put yourself in Luke's shoes. First, this old dude is like, shows up and he's like, look, your dad was funky.
Yeah.
Then next thing you know, he's like, here's a
Luke!
lightsaber. Right? And his aunt's calling.
Luke!
And it's like, ba-dum. But whatever. Har. You want to do lightsaber sounds? No, fuck that piece of shit.
You hate the thing? I bought it off Amazon for like $12.
And this, what am I supposed to do?
It's my first investment in the set, and I think that...
No, it's not.
Isn't it?
You bought the Hope Diamond.
Oh, shit, that was $6.
Right. Oh, and if anyone with an eagle eye noticed that our poster has changed.
Oh,
I don't want to reveal too much, but stay tuned after this season finale. And when I say after, I mean a week later, for something.
dude, I can't believe Marty McFly's up there and I didn't even notice.
Oh, yeah, you a dumb fuck.
But listen, we're talking about late 70s. New Hope was such fire.
Oh, so wait. So George Lucas goes, look, I don't even want a director's fee. Just give me like 20% of the gate. And the studios were like, all right, geek, no problem. That shit made a gajillion. George Lucas was firing $100 bills out of his fucking coffers.
How about when Kathleen Kennedy was like, Jorge, we're thinking about buying your company for like
Okay.
$6 billion.
Oh, I know. That guy really put... I mean, he could stand to lose some weight.
He's at Skywalker Ranch, like you said,
Right.
shooting off shit. ILM, Industrial Light and Magic, who were like on set making these beautiful models.
Inventing technologies like just this like...
Dude, could you ever make... You couldn't even make a model plane.
First of all...
I used to do it all the time. My shit would crush yours,
I think
obviously.
if anyone talked about what I do best, they would say he's the best vacuumer that's ever been. When I
sniffs glue.
vacuum, I sniff glue like a mole.
You're a glue sniffer, bro.
But then I also know how to make a model airplane. I've made so many models in my life that like...
You're lying. I used
What
to
did I
make
say?
those. You said I made so many models in my lifetime.
No. What I meant to say was I made love to so
models.
many models
Right,
in my lifetime.
It's like the whatever, dude.
Well, you're upset?
No, I'm good. I'm
Just
good.
because you here?
Oh, I was trying to come up with a linking device to connect to Sex and the City when they talk about modelizers, but it's not
Wait, are you
appropriate
so
here.
you're saying this is true information I'm providing or false?
False.
Based on what evidence?
Oh, just knowing you forever.
Interesting.
You got a dope ass beard, though.
Okay, thank you. So just, can you talk to us about Anakin Skywalker?
Yes, basically Barry's eyes look pretty similar to when Anakin's walking into the temple to slay younglings.
Okay.
For some reason, he has this. Oh, so Anakin's mother is slashed down by the Sand People. He goes to save him in what? Attack of the Clones?
Yeah.
And he says, "I killed them all, women, children." Everybody.
He's bragging about.
He's basically bleeding out of his eyes about his mom, right?
Right on.
He like holds Shmi Skywalker in his arms and is like, "Mother."
What the fuck would you do?
What would I do if I was holding my poor mother?
You'd go to that Sand People village, and you'd be like, "I'm taking them all down." And the first guy would be like, and
No,
you'd be,
dude, I would try to sneak her body out.
"Oh, you're a sneaker.
Peaceful.
You're a sneaker."
You know, like through the sand dunes. I'd get like what do you call them? Like crampons?
That's for ice.
Is it? Yeah, you can't really cramp on sand.
I'll tell you what, though. No one even knows what the hell you're talking about. Anakin Skywalker eventually becomes Darth Vader. The first 6 films, I would say, are the Anakin Skywalker story. Now, they cast this gentleman. His name is Hayden Christensen.
Oh,
I'll
my
show
God.
his picture right here. We have to talk about him. I'm a big fan of him acting in those movies, and this is the reason.
I like him too now.
He was cast as a whiny teenager who's going through emotional changes of like this insane I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but the fact that he's proportions, the fact that he's sort of reserved and awkward and like very uncomfortable to observe. Have you ever been around a teenager?
Oh yes, every day that I film the show with you. But he also has this like, yeah.
What's that?
I love you, Senator.
I think that he's never.
He doesn't
said
have that?
He's never said that.
Do an impression of Hayden Christensen professing his love for Padme when they're sitting in the field picking the flowers. No, I'm much too whatever the fuck to love you, Senator.
I would be much too intimidated to tease a senator.
Yeah, dude, that shit is so weird.
You don't think that when she's in that field and he says that.
And then they roll on top of each other like it's a fucking like 1930s silent
Yeah,
movie.
but she's like boink and he's like dong.
Right, there's
So for the two of these people who are living in a world that's too big for their shit, together they make sense. That's why they gravitate towards each other. Did you ever date anybody?
So you're saying blood is rushing to their sexual organs in a way that makes you pleased with the scene?
Yeah, well, I'm very pleased with that scene.
You
I would
are.
have gone a step further.
Okay. People like pan the Phantom Menace in a way that's like, oh yeah, but that's right. People pan the first, the sequels, the prequels, so much that it's like, I actually really liked them, right? Third is your best movie, Revenge of the Sith.
That's right. I love Revenge of the Sith. It's dark. It's heartbreaking to watch. Also, we don't have a segment this week. And I want you to know, from deep in my soul, that when I watch Star Wars, there's sometimes that I cry. And when my wife comes to the room and she's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "Well, I just read this old email from my mother and it hit me." But really what got my shit was when Luke goes back to the homestead and Uncle Owen and Auntie Lars be looking like a crispy ass piece of chicken. They
look
burn
like,
their bodies.
They literally look like Guy Fieri's like forest adventure where they're roasting whole pigs on the fire.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, I see where your head's at.
You know, if you mop that with KC like oil vinegar.
No one's mopping Uncle Owen.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how crispy he is and how tender his flesh.
You would eat human flesh if it was mopped with enough barbecue
If
sauce?
I was on Tatooine and I hadn't had enough Republican credits to buy my
hyperdrive,
good crispy hyperdrive,
right,
then I would get into his flesh.
All right, so Nazz is a cannibal.
That's right.
It took us 25 episodes to figure this out. This guy eats people.
Hey man, I'm like what's his name? The Winklevoss twins.
Oh, those guys from Facebook?
I'm like Army Hammer, basically.
Hey, who's that
check my texts.
Who's that serial?
They're there.
Jesus. Who was that serial killer you told me about who was like eating the inside of a woman's thigh, and he was talking about like the fat cells? And
Oh my God, I don't remember his name, but he is the Japanese cannibal. Oh, we will.
We'll show his
It's
horrible
with the
picture.
fork and knife, dude. This man went on to star in pornographies.
What? Oh, definitely.
And he has killed a woman, ate her thigh, the flesh, when you cut into it, it's not immediate meat. It looks like yellow corn because of the fat. I can't believe we're talking about this. Trigger warning. Trigger warning.
But you shot before the warning. Oh, it's a lot of like fake neon.
It's a good luck, and I hope you die.
Okay, look. There are no serial killers in Star Wars, so if you've not seen the movies, again,
Well, Anakin's a serial
hate to
killer.
people call people out on the show. It like hurts me to have to do it, but like if you've never seen Star Wars, Carla, you need to watch those movies because you will find something relatable. Everybody can relate to Star Wars in some way.
Anakin's a serial killer. What'd you think about the
Not a
new
serial
movies?
killer.
Episode 8, 9, 10.
That is fucking garbage. But because it is canon, I accept it. I've watched it. I try to love it. The only thing that keeps me tethered to those movies
Is Adam Driver.
is
He
Adam
goes
Driver.
so hard.
He is so hard.
He's fucking the best.
He's the best looking guy since Harrison Ford.
His voice is like quivering, and I can't do the impression.
I saw a movie with Adam Driver where he's a professor and there's like the world's coming to an end.
White Noise.
Yeah, dude. It was
Dude, that
fucking
movie
amazing
rules.
with Don Cheadle. I loved it.
Dude,
Yeah.
Cheadle the Needle, you've got to watch this movie, White Noise. It's the best.
It's sort of, I don't know, if you're what they would call a basic, you might be like, what is this? But if you look a little deeper and you peel a couple of the pages back, you'll be like, shit.
I believe that.
Those boys on Nightstand,
Oh, yeah.
God rest them,
God rest.
knew what they were saying.
Let's hope God rest them is followed by this day of
Oh, I'm going to napalm this whole fucking house when this episode's done.
So we've gone sort of through. We've said something about the prequels. We've said something about the original trilogy.
I'd like to ask you about Liam Neeson. He plays
the
a small role
incomparable Liam Neesons.
in the major motion pictures, but he's actually lended his iconic voice for years to Star Wars. And I mean, one of my favorite Jedi. You can tell me yours.
Yeah.
You can share your secrets with me in a treehouse.
Sure.
And then what happened? It's okay. It's okay. This is a safe spot. Look, it doesn't matter. One of my favorite Jedis is Qui-Gon Jinn, played by the incomparable Liam Neeson. Do you have a favorite Jedi? Even one that was cut down like a bitch?
Yeah.
Like a Mace Windu?
Oh, Mace Windu?
Windu?
No, that's Mace Windex when they're trying to clean his blood off. His
Mandu.
No,
Mace Windu.
no, Mace Windu backwards is what Mandu.
Oh, what Mandu is spend some time in the bathroom.
Oh, they cut it off. They pinch it off.
Oh, yeah, no, I mean, yeah. There's brown and there's white.
Jesus Christ, dude.
It's fine.
Lord have mercy on us.
It's okay. Look, who is your favorite Jedi?
Oh, my favorite Jedi would
Right.
be, absolutely Yoda. I mean, he's just the OG. When you see him in Attack of the Clones take his lightsaber out, I was in the theater.
Yeah.
He's flipping around. Actually, just when he takes his lightsaber out.
2002.
Okay. People were freaking the fuck out. And, like, I know people who don't like that movie experience with people yelling and clapping. Jesse, our friend, hates when people clap, hate when people shake popcorn and shit.
Do you know who Jesse's married to?
Yes, the Ice Queen.
Ice Queen.
Chewing icicles.
Yeah, that was picking her teeth with icicles, being like,
My reign has just begun.
my reign has just begun and wrath shall befall you.
I love that woman so much I can't put it into words. But I was in that theater and people were fucking losing their mind. Anytime you go to a premiere of Star Wars,
Yes.
people lose it. Even if they grow to hate it, right? So even those 3 new movies,
Right.
there were parts, especially Rogue One at the end when Darth Vader comes out and slashes up that ship.
Oh, he's swinging that stick.
Dog.
Yeah, no, it got me, like, sexually aroused.
It hit different.
I don't know. I mean, every man wants to sort of be Darth Vader, even though he's got no legs. I mean, my grandfather had no legs.
If I wanted to be a character in Star Wars, it would be like C-3PO or say 3PO.
No, that's too much.
You don't...
There's a difference between who's your favorite Jedi or who's your favorite character.
Yeah. My
and
favorite-
then who do you actually think you are?
Yeah. I believe that
Because
I wish
I'm-
I was C-3PO.
Well, I'm Watto the junk dealer.
Definitely. You
I-
already are.
Was a slave owner.
You just sold us a mini fridge for... I believe the price was $20.
Yeah, but there were.
Going to take it back one notch? Correct yourself on I was a slave owner, please?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
no, I
Jesus
wasn't
Christ.
a slave owner. as we know it. But if I am Watto, the Tridarian,
Oh, yes.
then I owned Anakin and his wife and his mother Shmi, and I say Annie.
That's me. No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Do you take Republican credits for this fridge?
Not only do I not take credits, only money.
Your credits are no good here.
These are great impressions of Watto.
I know, Watto rules, dude.
I think
His
the
little
movie-
flipping wings.
Maybe the whole movie, all the movies are about Watto.
Dude, we should have been rolling dice in slow motion to see if we can get what Qui-Gon gets to get Annie free.
We call them chance cubes.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
By the way, pod races were so fucking lit. They made the noises of the pod races. We talked about this via text.
Yes.
With this like electric razor over metal bolts or inside metal bolts.
Inside, over, yeah, metal mixing
And it was
bowls. I can do the sound.
Sebulba.
Yes,
Chesco Sebulba.
yeah, Sebulba's a Doug and a very dangerous one. But they do this major
direct
pod racing thing. People right now are like, I gotta be honest, I hate to kill their stats on YouTube, but I can't listen to another minute of this. But the pod races that they win famously in The Phantom Menace are held on Boonta Eve.
Yes.
In Tatooine's sort of capital. And then what happens is Boonta Eve is when people like Twi'leks are twerking, they're swinging their shit.
I feel like Boonta Eve is what you call like the day before you copulate.
Yeah, well, that is the Eve.
That's like, you're like, this is Boonta Eve! And then you celebrate with like fucking throwing holly in there.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different customs in my family you can get down with this shit. Listen, wait a minute.
Dog, nobody wants to be a part of your customs.
I have many customs, but I want to ask you in the closing minutes here.
That kills me.
So you can't answer human. So
I can't answer human?
What is the finest species in Star Wars?
Yeah, is it the Twi'lek with the two horn
Twi'lek,
things?
Twi'lek, yeah.
Yeah. Who's the finest?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, this is going to go real deep for you kids. But Hera Syndulla is the finest Twi'lek that's ever been.
Is she the Green Jedi who... Oh.
She's not a Jedi. She's the green rebel captain that marries
Okay, so this
Caleb
guy...
Doom.
Yeah.
And then they have a kid together named Jason. And he...
Whoa. In the Star Wars universe, this bitch named, like, Joaquino calls her son Jason.
His name's Jacen.
Oh, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's like that sci-fi Jason.
Yeah, that's that sci-fi Jason. Well, I mean, dude, it's funny. I was talking to your wife once. I was recounting a Star Wars movie, and I was like, like Saul Guerrero, and she goes, "I think his name might be Saw, or his
Saw.
name is Saw, not Saul, like an old Jewish dealer."
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't know that.
Now, who is the actor who plays him? Because he is
Saw Gerrera?
outrageous. Yes.
Forrest Whitaker,
Forrest Whitaker, who was also in The King of Scotland, I believe.
the last King of Scotland,
And Ghost Dog.
yes,
Correct me if
the
I'm
hoodie
wrong.
sweatshirt. Yeah,
Am I wrong about that?
No, he's in Ghost Dog.
He's in that Ghost Dog?
Yeah, he's like, oh yeah, have you come here?
Dude, listen, last time we were here, your dog ate my Impossible Steak and Cheese from Nick's.
Oh, I know.
And then she was going to become Ghost Dog.
Yeah, but also she was about to ghost Dog. Like,
Oh,
I
shit.
mean, like, get out the door.
She's like, zap that thing.
She had the other half of the steak and cheese. She was trying to escape.
Yeah.
I grabbed her fat, and then she looked at me as if to say to my shit, what did I do with an Impossible steak and cheese hanging out of her mouth? Look, I think we've gone the distance.
Dude, George Lucas
Mm-hmm.
created a universe. Where'd the timer go?
It was stolen by your wife.
Well, I didn't want it to go off, so whenever you don't see it anymore, wrap it up.
Holy shit.
This girl has procedures now.
She has procedural...
Whenever you don't see it anymore, just know it's been taken and clean your shit.
Oh my god, that impression is so bad. So bad.
I could try again.
No, please don't.
Okay. Nope.
I'd rather do a Saw Gerrera impression. This show is crap.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's really good. And also, that was...
This show is a shit. Leave this planet now.
Yeah, that's
With rebellion.
all right. Jesus.
Is that decent?
That was fantastic. It was so good, I started laughing.
What's your next Star Wars impression before we leave?
Yoda.
Yeah.
Fuck you, I might if you never.
Oh, wow, dude. I thought my impression was shit.
Did it not land right?
No,
Sounded
Yoda.
dope in the
Oh, whoa, whoa.
headphones. What?
Eat gelatin? Don't.
Is that it?
That's it.
Hey, Star Wars. Okay.
All right, let's stick Star Wars. The timer. You got to press start. Move your body. Rock your body. Rock it. Okay. In 3, and remember, hold off on the intro. I got to,
Yeah, do you
Also,
think?
lick your lips. They're all white and shit. You look fucking dead.
White?
Yeah. I don't know what you've been into with that pipe, bro.
Suck
In 3, 2, 1.